Hey friend, Tina Fike here. I am the Coreblades chick, and in today's video we're going to be going through a pretty fast-paced strength circuit cardio conditioning session, phase 1. So I'm going to want you to stay in a heart rate zone of about 130 to 150-ish beats per minute. If you have a heart rate monitor, that's great. If you don't, no worries. Just try to manage your heart rate as best you can to make sure it doesn't skyrocket as you're going through these exercises. I'm going to be using Coreblades in this session, per usual. If you want to get yourself a pair, comment below Coreblades, and I will make sure you get hooked up with that information. However, you can also go through this session with a pair of hand towels, t-shirts, or I show substitutions for every single Coreblades exercise where if you don't have them, no worries. I have some alternatives in store for you that are just as effective and a lot of fun. I'm going to demonstrate these exercises as we go through. The setup for this workout is going to be 3 exercises for a minute apiece, and then we'll take a minute break, and then we're going to go through another 3 exercises, a minute apiece, take a minute break, and then our last exercise we're going to do a minute per side, and then we'll take another minute break, and we're going to repeat for a total of 3 rounds. So the whole length of this session is 30 minutes. However, I'm going to make sure to let you know after each round if you want to keep it to 10 or 20 minutes today because of time or because you're just diving into my programs and that's where your fitness level is at right now. Totally okay. 10 minutes is always better than no minutes. Keep that in mind. So as long as you get in some movement today, you're going to check that box and you're going to have hit your consistency markers and you're doing fantastic. So as far as equipment goes, you'll see I've got my Coreblades. I have a foam roller here. I show a substitution for it, but it is useful to have a tall foam roller. I have a couple of kettlebells. You could also use dumbbells or jugs of water. I show lots of substitutions. And there's also a band exercise at the end that I show a Coreblade substitution for, so you'll have some options there. But without further ado, we're gonna dive right in. And if nothing else, fast forward through so you can just get an idea of what each exercise looks like and you can decide what pieces of equipment you want to have on hand. Make sure that you subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any of my powerful content. I've been so excited to pour into all of this. So let's get into this workout because it is so fun. All right, we're going to start with a walkout. I'm standing upright, and from here, I'm just going to come down and I'm going to walk out, pushing away from the floor. When I get to this end, I can absolutely just go ahead and go back to my upright position, or I'm going to go to my knees. Elbows are going to brush against the sides of my body, go into the heel of the hand, long through the back of the head and neck as I inhale. Exhale through the arch of the hand, thumbs and index fingers, press, protract the shoulder blades, back into my plank, walk out, and when I get to this standing position, I'm gonna do a jack variation. So I'm gonna jack, and I'm opening up, bringing my shoulder blades together, good breath in. You do about 5, or you can step to one side, then the other. Got some options. Then I'm gonna walk out, and you also can just stay full upright and do a full push-up if you have the strength for that. Upright and jack. All right, that's my timer. Exercise number 2. I'm gonna grab my Coreblade lights. You could also use size 1s or just do this body weight. 2 options. You're either gonna go high-ins, like so, or step. Or if you want to take it a little step further, skaters. So I'm going into a curtsy lunge on either side with a little rotation toward that front leg. Make it your own, or step. You choose your own adventure. We got 15 more seconds, and then we're going into a power clean with a kettlebell, or you could use a jug of water. 1. All right, I'm gonna grab my kettlebell. So I'm here, my feet are hip width apart. I want that kettlebell or your jug of water at your midfoot. From here, I'm gonna take a good breath in. To get stacked, ribs and pelvis come down. And from this position, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drive through my hips and switch my grip at the top. Good breath in as I come down. Exhale, drive through the hips and the feet. and then just give it a little bit of speed, if you can. We've got 16 seconds. Heavy in the heels as I come down. Knees stay soft, come forward over the midfoot. 2, 1, excellent. And here we're gonna take a minute break. Just keep an eye on that heart rate. Whew. Yeah, and I'm at about 125, 130, just because we're going a little slower, round 1. Round 2, we'll really go once we have the exercises down. I do want to preface one exercise. I'm going to be showing a foam roller supported row using kettlebells. Looks like this. I like to use the foam roller to support at my sternum. It keeps me out of my low back when I do this exercise. So I breathe in, get my nice stack, ribs and pelvis, exhale, row. You can, of course, do that exercise just freestanding. Just make sure that you're really expanded through the rear of your rib cage and keeping your low back, your lumbar out of that movement. Now, your alternative there is going to be your bent rotation if you want to use your steel core blades. And with that, I want to make sure that you're getting a good hinge. So I'm pushing my butt back into my hands. I've got my heel heavy, knees forward over my shoelaces. I've got some pressure in my joints behind my big toes and my little toes. And then from here, I'm gonna use my hips a little bit. Leg, body, arm, leg, body, arm. And you're gonna feel that in your lats and your core. Just make sure that you get down in that hinge, okay? That's just core blade alternative. I prefer that one with steel blades to focus more on power and strength, but it also works well with your light blades or just using t-shirts, hand towels, pull your brackets off your blades, etc. But again, same body position. We want to get into that low hinged position, okay? Where most people go wrong is they do that throw from the shoulders and it becomes the whole thing. And one other exercise I want to be sure to preface is a reverse lunge movement. There are a lot of people that find reverse lunges very difficult, especially in the beginning as we're working to fix mechanics that involve the knee and potential knee pain. This is the movement where we're going down into a full lunge. If getting down to a full lunge is just too much for you, I'm gonna recommend doing a stable throwdown, which looks like this. I'm gonna sit a little bit, so kind of like a little deeper than a quarter squat, and I'm gonna stay in this position while I throw down and just step back. So I throw and I step back. You can do that with these steel blades or, of course, faster pace with your lights, just as an additional alternative modification. And going into my foam roller supported row, I'm using my foam roller and my kettlebells, but use your water jugs, whatever you have available. Inhale, get that stack. Exhale, row. And remember, your alternative here with the core blades is going to be your bent rotation, just making sure that you get down in a good hinge. Long through the glutes and throw. Okay, nice and low. Otherwise, we're right here in this foam roller supported row. Keeping the low back out. 3, 2, all right. We're gonna go into a reverse lunge. You can either go through this by holding a dumbbell or a kettlebell right here at your chest, or core blades. I'm gonna show you with core blades because that's my favorite way to do this. I'm gonna go into my lunge. I breathe in, exhale. So I'm trying to stay nice and stacked through my ribs and pelvis as I come down, and I'm throwing into this hip, which is giving me that resistance But like I said, you can also choose to rack a dumbbell or a kettlebell here. Make sure as you go down, you rotate slightly toward that front leg. 3, 2, and 1. 2 options here. You can either repeat our first exercise, our Haydn, or we're gonna do a lateral arc. Grab my blades. Make sure with this movement, whether you're using your steel or your lights, I'm sitting just a little bit. Hands are gonna come to the outside, like behind the hip. And as I come up, my palms are facing forward. Push and reach, push and reach, push and reach. Get really behind that hip. You can do it with this squat motion, or you can stay a little more upright. You can, of course, also opt to just do your Haydn, covering as much ground side to side as you can and giving me some speed. You've got some options there. If I'm using my steel blades, palms are forward, push and reach, push and reach, push and reach, push and reach. Couple seconds. Note, I'm a little slower, more power here. 2, 1. Excellent. We're gonna take a minute. And our last exercise, I'm gonna go ahead and demonstrate your options. We're gonna do a lateral shift with chop. So I've got a band set up, anchored at hip height. And from here, I'm gonna shift from one hip to the other while I do a lateral chop. And you'll see I really use my body. We'll do a minute on one side, a minute on the other side. You can also choose to do this with your core blades. Looks like this. And we just chop. So I'm just throwing toward the one side and then toward the other side, all right? We've got 12 seconds. We're gonna get ready to go. So grab your band, grab your core blades, choose your own adventure. 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. And I was wrong. We're doing 30 seconds per side. I apologize. Staying at about chest height here. Letting your body move. I don't want you to be too rigid. And let's switch to the other side. Feel that core burn. Stay kind of forward with your body. 8 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, we're gonna take a minute and then we're gonna go round 2. So if you wanna be done at 10 minutes today, this is your cue, this is your spot. Otherwise, we're gonna get ready, starting with walkouts. Our walkout with push-up to jack. Okay, and I'm gonna take a few minutes here just to talk you through that push-up at the bottom one more time. So after you walk out and we get down to this position, I want you to just think, push away from the floor. My elbows are gonna brush against the sides of my body as I go down. I'm in protraction here at the top of that push-up. As I go down, I breathe in, I expand, elbows brush. I'm in the heel in my hand. As I press up, I'm gonna push through my thumb and my index finger into the arch of my hand, protract the shoulders, up into my plank, and walk out. Okay, here we go. In 3, 2, 1. And into my walkouts. Full push-up or go to your knees. Going into the heel of the hand as you go down. Inhale, expand, exhale, into the arch of the hand. Thumbs and index fingers protract. Walk back to the top. And give me those jacks. And walk out. Good form. And jack. Walk out. Almost there. I've just got a few seconds left. Here we go. Core blades, or you can do this body weight, okay? Skaters or hide-ins. Leaping or stepping. Or again, hiding here. Either leg in the air, finding that mid-stance balance, or you can put that rear foot down and step. Make it your own and make sure it feels safe for your body. Whew, got my foam roller getting in my way here. We've got about 15 seconds to go, friend. Keep going. And we're gonna finish this out with our power clean. 5, 4, 3. Grab your kettlebell or your jug of water, dumbbell. Here we go. Kettlebells at my midfoot. Breathe and expand. Stay stacked, coming down. Exhale, drive. Switch your grip.።Stay in control of that breath. We've got our rest coming up in 15 seconds. Three, 2. All right, we're taking a minute. Whew. And as we set up for our second set of exercises, we're going to be getting ready for the chest supported row. You choose which variation works for you. You can also, of course, choose to do your bent rotations with your core blades if you prefer. Golf swing throw. I would prefer steel blades, going a little slower, focusing on power, but you could also, of course, use your lights and go for speed and just shooting for that heart rate. Okay, and this is perfect. My heart rate's getting back down to the 130s. We've got 12 seconds and we're gonna get into this, okay? Supported row to our reverse lunge with throwdowns to our arcs. 3, 2, all right. And I'm gonna go into my foam roller supported row. I'm here, but of course, if you wanna use your blades and do your bent rotation, go for it. Breathe in, get that good stack. Keep breathing, 15 seconds. Really focusing on those mid, lower shoulder blades. Long through the back of the head and the neck. 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. I'm choosing to use my core blades. Choose your own adventure. And with this exercise, you can also opt to just do a stable throwdown where I stay low and I'm not going into a full lunge. Okay, if you struggle to get down into this 90-90, Breathe in, get stacked. Exhale, throw. Whew, the burn is real, friend. If you have that kettlebell dumbbell, make sure you've got that slight rotation going. We've got arcs. 3, 2, and 1. And I'm going into my arcs, or repeat a lateral hide-in. Palms are forward, or hide-in. Cover that ground, side to side, or you can step, 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 with or without blades. If you're doing t-shirts, hand towels, or lights, we've just got some good speed going. Whew. 12 seconds. All right, 1 minute break. Nicely done. Check in with your heart rate. Where is it at? You can always take a little more time on these rest periods. Press pause if you need more time to let that heart rate recover. Back down into the 120s, 130s. Okay, we've got 30 seconds. And we're gonna go to our lateral shift with chop, 30 seconds per side, using a band at hip height, or your core blades going one direction at a time. We still have 20 seconds. Grab a sip of water if you need it. And just keep moving. Stay active in your recovery. Okay? A few more seconds. 3, 2, 1. All right. Throwing into the oblique. 12 seconds and we'll go to the other side. And we're gonna get ready for that final round. 3, 2, 1, other side. Ugh. 10 seconds. Then we get our break. 3, 2, and 1. All right, we're gonna take a minute, check in with your heart rate. And if you wanna be done at 20 minutes, this is your cue, okay, to drop out. We're gonna go through one more round for the purposes of this video, okay? And remember, with this, the foam roller supported row, you could also stand on a band and do that row like this with a band, holding onto the handles of a band. So many options, just kind of play with it and you do what works with the equipment you have available to you. Excellent, we've got 15 seconds. And we're gonna be into this walkout with push-up, okay? Be really aware of your form in that push-up. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. Last round of walkouts, my friend. Here we go. Heel of the hand, arch, thumbs and index fingers, and jack. Inhale. Nicely done. 20 seconds. Woo. Couple more seconds. 2 and 1. That's our cue. Haydens or skaters, right into it. Whew, my foam roller does not want to stay out of my way today. Just covering as much room or as much ground as you can laterally, whether you're stepping or you're leaping, whether you're doing a skater or we're doing a Heisman. Okay? I'm just trying to show you all your options. We got 20 seconds. Ten. 3, 2. Excellent power clean. Whew. Set it up. In line with the midfoot. Breathe in. Halfway. 10 seconds. 3, 2. Super. Whew, taking a minute. And then we're going to go to our chest supported row. Either with kettlebells, dumbbells, you could do it with bands. And really, you could do it with or without the foam roller. But that support is going to help make sure that you are pulling from the right place. And remember, if you want a Coreblades option, you're doing bent rotations. Preferably with the steel blades, so we have the resistance and we can focus more on power. But if you've got your lights or t-shirts, hand towels, just go for some speed. Nicely done. Okay, 15 seconds left in this break. All right, friend. Here we go. 3, 2, let's do it. My row or my bent rotation. If you're doing your bent rotation, just make sure, again, we're in that nice low, good hinge, like we're working on in our strength this month. Here we go. I'm supported. Breathe in. You can even think slight posterior tuck of the pelvis, really slight. Depending on what your specific compensation patterns are. 15 seconds. Almost there. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, we're gonna go reverse lunges. So grab your blades, grab your kettlebell or your dumbbell. Here we go. Here, or stable throwdowns here like this. Trying to stay nice and stacked, rib cage and pelvis as you come down. If you've got a kettlebell dumbbell, make sure you're rotating your torso slightly toward that front leg. as you come down. 20 seconds. And then we're on arcs. Whoo, burn. 8 seconds. 3, 2. Excellent. All right, I'm going into my lateral arcs. Last time through, I'm going to show you with steel blades this time. You can also do your lateral hide-ins. Push and reach. And you'll note with these steel blades, I'm just going a little slower. Push and reach, push and reach, push and reach. Hide-ins are your other option. Nicely done. Woo. 12 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. All right, we're on a break, 1 minute, and then we're in that last exercise. Whether you're on the band, lateral shift chop with the band, or you're doing one direction at a time, throwing with your core blade lights, 30 seconds per side. Super. Keep moving. Just kind of watch that heart rate. If you need more time, press pause, give yourself more time. It's totally fine. Whew. We still have 25 seconds of rest, and then we're going to finish this out. Nicely done sticking with this workout. Thank you for showing up. Consistency always wins the race, especially when we're talking about fitness and health. 10 minutes is always better than no minutes. 2, 1. All right. Here with the band or throwing with the core blades, preferably the lights. Always remember, if you're throwing with the steel blades, err on the side of slower. 2, 1, other side. Last 30 seconds of hard work today. 8 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Excellent job. Make sure you take a few minutes just to do some down regulating, some breathing. I've got a number of breathing exercises shown throughout my channel. At the end of every strength session, you will see some breathing. So feel free to go back and reference one of those. As always, if you want to get yourself a pair of core blades, comment below core blades and I'll get you hooked up. And make sure you subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any of my powerful content, the complete programs that I post just about every month. You don't want to miss them, okay? So subscribe to the channel, comment core blades if you want core blades, and if you need help with any of the exercises that you've seen today, comment below, coach me, and I will help you as best I can. Same thing if you want to get involved in my private community and my app-based delivery of all of these powerful programs in a more go at your own pace, exercise by exercise format. And if you want that one-on-one support, coach me below. Till next time, keep press and play and keep moving forward, friend.